Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Gibbs on the toss left to about the 35, second down. The Lions at 500 now, 4-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Howell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. They go play action with Hurts. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
to Williams on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. There he goes left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Sets up to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Second down throw for Howell. Smith catches left side. And he's into the clear. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
Howell throwing on first down here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. And Howell will throw it. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing here, Howell. Complete. And he caught it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Hal now to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st down, Hurts. And he'll find Hall. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Hall want to give up the middle. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Breece Hall, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Eagles have retaken the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Howell. This pass down the field for Gibbs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 82 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They went with a nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Williams, the man in motion left. To throw on second and 10. Hurts. Williams brings it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Boys, we got this.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Howell. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Howell. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though. And
strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Oh, he shifts past him. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st down, Howell to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibbs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And Howell will throw it. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll try to run with Gibbs, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's... Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need. And
I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Howell. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Looking middle, and that's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And down he'll go at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here, Howell. That's complete to Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. On third down, here's Gibbs. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. Howell down to throw it. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Jordan Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And this one is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Hurts. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll give to Hall. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Hall again. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 26 yards. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Howell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they need a touchdown. And here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50. But that one falls incomplete.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Howell to throw. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Charles, a lot of